see how it goes. What I do want to allow is, I think Sue has asked everyone to sign in, and Mr. Wallace and Mr. Nottingham, if you had some time to speak, I want to give everyone who signed in a chance to speak, and if you haven't signed in, you don't really have to. I still want you to have a chance to speak, so we're not going to shut anybody down. Okay, Mr. Wallace.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity to come and talk to you all this evening. My concern is twofold. Number one, private property rights, and I always raise a hair on the back of my neck when I see infringement on property rights. As Commissioner Walker pointed out, I think we've done a very nice job as far as water quality. From the industrial standpoint, I think it's redundant to even consider this, considering that we have an EPA and a state DEP, which oversees not only water quality, but air quality in this country. My second concern is jobs. We have some of the most beautiful real estate in the world right here in Pocahontas County. I see on a day-to-day basis a standard of living that I work hard to improve. Any restriction on industry, especially during a time of economic hardship like we've seen, which has been unprecedented for a generation, I feel is almost oppressive. We're dealing in Pocahontas County, unfortunately, with a somewhat unskilled labor force. We will never see high-tech jobs, high-paying jobs come to Pocahontas County because of A, lack of education, and B, lack of infrastructure to get those materials out or manufactured into a reasonable market. So that leans back to natural resources. I, having spent most of my career in the forest products industry, would like to think that I am somewhat the ultimate environmentalist because I view it as a renewable resource, and I have absolutely no motive whatsoever to go out and desecrate it. These trees growing here are my future and the future of not only my employees, but the citizens of this county. I also believe that under private property rights, the minerals under the ground should be accessible to the landowner and utilized however they see fit. We're talking about something that may or may not happen in the future. Drilling technology, and I'm not a geologist, and I'm not an engineer, nor do I think that there are any geologists or engineers in the room. Drilling technology in the last 5 to 10 years has moved in leaps and bounds. I don't think we can foresee in the future what possible safeguards technology will bring as far as drilling is concerned. I think it's rather speculative to consider what water quality and water costs and value are going to be in the future. And furthermore, we really don't know what energy prices are going to be in the future. I believe that in this country we have the technology to address some of our energy needs. It's going to take time. Marcellus gas is a small part of a big puzzle. Wind energy is again another part. Of course, fossil fuels, oil is another part. Coal. Until we have the technology and a reasonable and workable technology for power, we are forced to deal with fossil fuels. Ladies and gentlemen, it pains me in a country that has had a success rate in the United States that we keep tripping over ourselves and we do not do what is right for the people of our country. We all are going to suffer to set things right. I don't know what the motive is, and again, we speak Marcellus Shale. There was a section in here that said secondary housing. You know, I've got a real question mark as to the secondary housing market and how much of an economic impact that is going to have in Pocahontas County, or how many jobs it's going to create, or how it's going to raise the standard of living. Energy is something that we all use on a daily basis. I didn't see anyone come in here riding horse, and the cheaper that we can make energy in the short term until the technology develops, that we have other alternatives, the better off we're going to be and the more successful our country is going to be as an economic power. I think, gentlemen, my humble opinion, A lot of the things that we're dealing with is speculative. I also believe that the fiduciary responsibility of the county commission that should decide to enact an ordinance, something like this, it needs to be printed, whatever draft it is, allow a public comment period, and brought to a vote.